Phone off, phone's off. Okay, so we're gonna talk about vlog stuff. All right, hold on, I need water. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Welcome everybody to the end of the month and or beginning of the month vlog. It is currently the 31st of May. Cutting it short. I'm all out of breath because I just ran up the stairs. I am cutting it short. I'm recording this on the last day of the month, but that's just because this month has been so busy. Yeah. I have done so much, and the vast majority of it has surrounded Far Verona, which I feel like Roleplay Far Verona, I've been talking about this in every monthly vlog since I started doing these. Which makes sense, because we've been working on Far Verona since, I want to say, August. The show is launched. We did our first episode on the 9th of May, and we did the first faction turn on the 28th of May, and everything has just been like peachy keen, fantastic since then. I'm really excited. The cast is great. We're still going through the kind of early, like, how does the system work? And it's early, and we're stumbling through these initial kind of learning each other and learning the rules blocks, which if you've ever played a role-playing game with strangers or near strangers or a mix of strangers and friends, you know that this is a thing that happens. So Far Verona, we've been doing a lot of that, and we are only 3 episodes in, but so far I am just so pleased. So I hope you've gotten a chance to tune in. It just feels like a nice weight off my shoulders to get it started. Subsequent to that, and in addition thereto, we have still been doing Court of Swords, of course. Court of Swords is like the opposite of Far Verona in a lot of ways, because in Far Verona, there's so much of this like, ooh, what's happening? Like, let's learn the game together. But in Court of Swords, it's just like, yo, what's up, everybody? It's D&D. Welcome back. 4 hours go by. Done. I get to think less about the moment-to-moment, like, driving the plot stuff, and more about the world at large, and, like, how to express the lore of that world in an interesting way. It's been good. It's been really good. Burning Wheel, Dungeons & Dragons, both continuing apace for Roll20 Presents. May has been pretty stable, which is nice, and I'm really going to appreciate it come the end of June when things have been a little bit more chaotic. Yeah, Burning Wheel was interesting because I think around the last time I recorded this, or maybe 2 vlogs ago, we were thinking about doing a different game. We were thinking about jumping into something else, and we changed our mind. We've stuck with Burning Wheel, and we're 35 episodes into this season, and it's nice. It's good. I'm glad we stuck with it. I'm glad that we didn't decide to put it on pause and move to something else. I think we will eventually. There's so many good games that I want to try out, but it was nice to just say, like, no, you know what? We'll just refocus what we're doing, and we'll stick with it. And a lot of that happened off screen, but we did a fair bit of those conversations on screen too. I try to keep, with Roll20, I try to keep as much of that table experience present and visible for you. Or maybe not you, maybe you over there. I'm having a really nice time. Turns out, playing role-playing games with your friends, or playing role-playing games with strangers that you then make your friends because they play games with you. That's how it works. So you make friends. That's how I make friends. Play RPGs. What else has been going on in May? We did some stuff that I wrote down over here. I'm gonna go look. We played video games. That's right. Other things that happened in May on my channel, twitch.tv/Adam Coble. We had a lot of people join the channel. I think we went up in like 3 emote slots, which if you are a Twitch aware person, you know that's like a significant amount of growth for a channel in a short period of time. 3 new emotes. We got bowl of noodles. We got me getting excited. We got space. We got a little spaceman Adam. It's great. So big jump in that, and predominantly it's because we've been playing with the spreadsheets again. It worked 3 years ago, and it's working today. So lots of people coming in, tuning in for that stuff. Obviously, the time gate on that is a thing. People have been like really excited and supportive and been like, yeah, I'm going to subscribe to your channel so I can watch all this GM prep stuff. And then other people less understanding about that, which is fine. I try to put everything I can on YouTube. I know there's a delay, and I know everybody's really excited for the content. So I have to remember that that's why people are like, hurry up. I hate your paywall. It's okay. I can handle it. So that's the thing. So that's brand new. Lots of emotes, lots of stuff on the channel. We played some video games. I played a little SimCity 2000. Haven't played that since the year 2000. So that was kind of cool to go back and play that old game. It made me think about playing Cities Skylines, because I never did. And apparently a lot of people like it. We played God of War, big AAA title. That should be finishing up on YouTube pretty soon. So if you've been watching that, thank you. Really enjoyed that game. Very cool game. It's really nice to see a AAA title that's like good and fun and not crap. It's nice to play video games that don't suck. Speaking of video games that suck, though, we played Detroit. I don't want to spoil it. It's terrible. But I had so much fun playing it. I feel like that's the theme of May, because it's come up on the internet a bunch, and I've talked about it a bunch, and it's just like this repeating theme for me in May. Having fun with bad games. You can do it. It's allowed. That's the theme. Play bad games and have fun, and if somebody is telling you that this game that you're playing is bad, you can be like, yeah, but fuck you, because it's fun. So you have my permission. You don't need my permission, but do it anyway. Non-stream, non-tabletop RPG related news, personal stuff for me. In May, I got 2 more cameras, which brings my total camera count up to 11. I have 11 cameras now. That's what happens when you have a hobby that you really care about and you are curious about all the different aspects of it. I've been really into thinking about and buying and using film cameras lately, which has never been a thing for me. And I could do a whole, probably will, do a whole stream just about the differences between film and digital. I wasn't raised on film photography, right? This is me going into film kind of for the first time. I dabbled with it a little bit in the early 2000s in my film period, doing a little bit of like medium format Holga Diana camera, like they're plastic toy cameras basically that use medium format, which is like a square format, large print film. So I did a little bit of that in the 2000s, and I'm kind of coming back to film. So I got some new cameras, which is really cool. Let's take a look at them. These are my new cameras. Check it out. I got 2 of them. This one is an Instax. It's an Instax SQ6, and then this is a Contax T2. They're both film cameras. This guy is essentially like a Polaroid. It's like an instant camera. I'll slot up here. Camera pictures come out, and then you just mash the button, and then the thing happens. So this one's really cool. It makes these adorable little photos. Like that. Look, it's my tiny face. Tiny photos. They're little. They're cute. Who doesn't like instant photos? So yeah, these are fun. I take them. I give them away. I keep them in a box. So this is a fun little one. They cost like about $1 a piece, give or take. This thing was like 150 bucks. I have another instant camera. I have the Instax Mini, which takes like credit card size photos, which is cool, but they're too small. So I like this a lot better. My other camera... The other camera, this is a Contax T2. I just got this today. I haven't gotten to shoot with it yet, but it's a mid-90s professional, like, film camera, but it's a point and shoot, so check it out. Okay, so look at how 90s it is. This is a tough little bastard. So this is it. That's the Contax T2. It shoots film, and it's got this great little 38mm lens and a built-in flash, and I'm gonna take this with me basically everywhere and take photos of it. And photos with it. It's beautiful. It's my new friend. Also, check out this incredibly 90s font on top. Can you see that? Yeah, look at that. What's coming up? What's coming up? What's coming up in June? What's coming up in June? So in June, the big exciting stuff for me, besides like all the usual business, is that I'm going to New York City. So the middle of June, for about 6 days, I'm going to get in a car. I'm going to drive to a plane. I'm going to get in the plane, and the plane's going to drive to New York. You don't drive a plane, you fly a plane. I'll be in New York. So that'll be happening in June. I'm not really planning any like work type events. This is a vacation, which I guess is a thing that people have sometimes. So I'm going on vacation. Blue Jay and I are going to go to New York for a few days. I'm really hoping I will finally, after what seems like a decade, get to meet with Austin Walker. And by saying that, the universe is like, oh, Austin and Adam want to hang out? It's not going to happen, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and hang out with Austin, go to a bookstore, a big-ass bookstore, the biggest-ass bookstore. They have books about other things than ass. It's a big-ass bookstore, not a big ass bookstore, which I think I have to qualify. So I'm gonna go do that. We'll probably take in a show, go to Central Park, like do some of the touristy stuff. I've been to New York before, which I guess is like kind of a pretentious thing to say, but I've been to New York before. I really love it. Travel is an excuse to take photos, so expect to see travel photos after the fact. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any vlogging while I'm there necessarily. There might be a video that comes out of it. We'll see. I mean, pictures though, mostly. So I'm really excited about that. And then the rest of June is pretty normal for me. There's a couple of things coming up that I, at the recording of this, cannot talk about, and I don't know if they'll be announced by the time I release this, so I still can't talk about them, but you will know them when I mention them. I will say this though, June is Pride Month. Yay, insert rainbow here. Gay stuff, gay stuff, gay stuff. I feel like I'm always either busy during Pride or I'm traveling. I haven't been to a Pride parade in like 4 years, which I have a lot of complicated thoughts about Pride as a thing and like corporate and other authoritarian incursions into the Pride space, but honestly, a big gay parade once a year, it's hard to argue with its existence and the enjoyment thereof. So I'm looking forward to that. I think there's probably likely to be some Pride-related events floating about the internet that I'm gonna highlight and be involved in. It's June. Take a moment to say thanks to your favorite gays. Just to find them on the internet and be like, yo, gays, you're doing good. So that's something. Pride is happening. I don't know what else I can say about that. It's Pride. Seek out your own exciting Pride event. Hang out with the gays. I did a couple of sponsored streams, and it's weird. In 3 years of streaming, these were the first sponsored streams I've ever done. In the sense that sponsored like, hey, would you like to play this game for money? Pillars of Eternity 2. I played it for money. It was a weird experience, but it was great. I had fun, and I didn't feel constrained. And you saw the playthrough. If you're watching this on YouTube, I bailed out halfway on the game. A 50-hour game that I'm only having like 30% fun with is 100% a bad time. So there are VODs cut into highlights on my Twitch channel, and I'm going to be posting a book by its cover review of the title screen, but the full playthrough of Pillars will not end up making its way to YouTube because it's not finished. It's an unfinished product. So if you want to see what ended up on the cutting room floor, you'll have to be a subscriber on the Twitch channel. It was okay. I had an all right time. It wasn't bad. But for June, there's another sponsorship, a different kind of sponsorship coming up that I can't say until it's part of the contract. I can't say until it's like done. But I'm doing a couple more things like that, one of which should roll out in June. It's interesting getting this kind of attention and having people say like, hey, would you like to X our Y for Z dollars? Yeah, it's been fun. And I hope that that's been okay for you as a viewer and that it didn't necessarily negatively impact your experience. What do you think about streamers doing sponsored stuff, having hardware sponsors, doing sponsored streams? What are those like? Do you feel like that's a weird thing for this channel? I don't know. Let me know. Capitalism is fucked up. Here we are in it. We're living it. So, I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's have feelings. Lastly, what are we going to be doing game-wise in June? So, I mean, E3 is June. June is E3. There's like a ton of announcements, and we might do some streams where we talk about announcements or watch trailers for games or whatever, but I'm not like a big journalism kind of guy on my channel, but I am certainly interested in seeing what comes out for the future. But it's E3, so it's the distant future. I do want to play BattleTech, but I hear that it's in need of a quality of life improvement, so we might wait on that one. There's that vampire game by the the Life is Strange. I just said The Strange is Life. The Life is Strange people. They're making that vampire game, so that might be good. Probably check that out. I can't think off the top of my head of anything else, so maybe this is the time where we go back and we find some of those games we might have missed and check out for the month of June. I'm going to be busy with role-playing shows. We got 4 shows a week with intermittent interruptions as a result of things like E3. And then right at the end of the month is Roll20Con. So Roll20Con, I'm going to be doing 2 4-hour one-shots. Yeah, you like that? 2 4-hour one-shots. 2 4-hour one-shots for Roll20Con. If there is anybody that you think that I should ask to do a one-shot with me, or there are any games that you would like me to GM as my one-shot, I have not decided yet. I haven't decided on my cast or on my games. So let me know, and I will pick something, and I will play it. So lots of exciting things to look forward to in June. I'm looking forward to July as well. We'll talk more about July at the end of June, but right at the beginning of July is Go Play Northwest, which Go Play Northwest. It's a gaming convention in Seattle. If you live in or near the greater Seattle region or can get there, you should go to Go Play. It's fucking fun. It will be totally sweet. So Go Play, that's coming up in July. I want to mention it now so you have a full month in case that's something you're interested in. I will definitely be there. Bring me copies of Dungeon World. I will sign them. Bring me your children. Bring me your loved ones. Bring me bushels of hay. Don't bring me hay. I'm allergic. And we can have a good time. It'll be fun. I'm mostly going to be playing board games. So that's a thing that will be occurring. Welcome to the beginning of summer here at the end of May. And I hope that May was kind to you and that you had a good time. And I hope that I will see you again right here next month for more. Oh yeah, also big ups to Void Merch. Big ups to Void Merch. Void Merch sent me a couple of shirts, of which this is one. So now I have the power of death energy. Thanks, Void Merch. You'll make a good t-shirt.